Hello and welcome to Me and My Golf. We're your coaches Andy and Pierce, and we are here at the Orlando Golf Show on the Boditrak stand talking all about pressure, Pierce. We're on the Boditrak mat here, aren't we?
Pressure, not the pressure between your ears, pressure on how your feet and body moves on the ground. So yeah, we're going to talk about how maybe a pattern that we use when we're coaching with Boditrak, talking about how the trace, which we're going to refer to in a moment, moves for the over the top, which is a very common swing fault causing the slice generally, and then we're going to relate that to maybe how to play a draw to get rid of that.
Okay, so we're really looking more at the pressure trace today really, and the pressure trace is really a summary of what's going on with the feet, isn't it, throughout the golf swing. It's a signature really, isn't it?
Yes.
And everybody's got a different signature with how they move their feet on the ground. So what we're going to really do is really take a look at how, let's say, a typical slicer, what that signature would look like, and then really what somebody who plays a draw, how that signature or how that pressure trace would look like, and then give you guys maybe a simple drill to give you that feeling of maybe what someone who would draw the golf ball would do.
Yeah, we've got a great drill, and part of the drill is using this alignment stick, so I'm going to start off with that anyway because it's just a good reference point to show people. I didn't want to put it in earlier, Andy, in case I got you with it.
You'd like that,
a bit tight on room here at the old demo day, so
should we give an example of, let's say, the slicer, with a pattern that we usually see from the trace, and what that looks like?
The over the top, so the over the top swing foot that we use, or swing characteristic, we will see that from the top of the backswing, however they get there, that there's a lot of rotation going on in the hips, and we can see that the pressure trace goes in towards the heel, so we can see the signature is moving towards the left. When we get that, there's a good chance that can actually help with the direction the club is swinging when you're going through as well. So that club path and the swing direction can be more to the left when we get that weight going back.
Okay. And you can really see how much that alignment stick goes that way.
Exactly.
And as you mentioned, the weight really gets into that heel, and that trace is moving left. So let's go through, let's say, something which most golfers want to play, that nice little draw. What would the trace look like in that?
Okay, so let's get to the top of the backswing. And from there, what we're looking to see is that trace goes a little bit more out to the right. So if you think about it, it's really, really simple. It sounds quite complicated, but the trace, if we can get that trace going out to the right, that's going to help get that path and that swing direction out to the right. So maybe the weight going slightly into the toes, but if you're looking to get rid of that over the top pattern and then get that club swinging out to the right more, that's what you need to feel.
Okay, we're going to hit a shot for us?
Yeah, I'm going to hit a shot, but I want to just obviously, I want you to pay attention to the alignment stick as I'm doing this as well. You'll get a little bit of an idea on the drill coming up in a moment.
So this is going to be a draw. Expect to see this trace sort of move out to the right and then back in.
Yeah, out to the right. Here we go. So there's that trace out to the right. Wind, unfortunately, has taken that. I haven't quite got the draw, but you can see the ball is starting out to the right, so I'm pretty sure my path is going out to the right there when I'm hitting that one.
Okay, so, and again, look, when we see this pressure trace, as you mentioned, Pierce, going towards the toes, we want it going out towards maybe towards the front of the foot for this draw, but then it works back into the heel as we get that rotation, whereas what we see on the slicer is that guy who goes almost straight to the heels. As opposed to moving forward first and then rotating through.
And the thing you obviously have to take into account, it's not just about how you move your feet. You know, you've obviously got to coordinate what the club face is doing as well and the other parts of the body. But I think, you know, you look at the components that hit on that shot there, everything was good regarding the path to create the draw, just didn't quite get the face, and obviously with that wind it was going to push it out to the right.
Definitely. And do you know what? It sounds very simple. Let's just get the trace out to the right. We wish it was that easy, but look, if you have a trace or a slice that, you know, coming over the top, then there's usually a reason. So the key thing is really to find that reason, and then if you are lucky enough to have access to this, it gives you some extra feedback in terms of what your lower body's doing to combine with that thing that's going to help sort of match the two together to fix that slice.
But you're absolutely right. But obviously a lot of people who haven't got access to a Boditrak, we can use this drill here with the alignment stick through the belt loops, and I'm actually going to almost imagine this is a pen. I'm going to draw my trace, my signature with this alignment stick. So getting to the top of the backswing, I'm going to delay the upper body as we know we should do, but then from there I'm going to really feel as though I move the alignment stick out to the right. This is making sure that my hips aren't rotating as much to start with, but I'm definitely pushing the pressure more out to the right now. And then from there, as the club swings through, I can obviously rotate and do everything else I would like to do.
So that one more time, Pierce, let's just go through that. So notice when Pierce does this great rotation of the hips, as he mentions, this way first, and I'll move it the way now as he starts to rotate through and clear into that left side. So, you know, just getting that pressure moving towards there, and I love this drill, Pierce. It really gives the feeling of moving towards the target first before you rotate.
Okay, so hit one more?
Hit one more for us.
Let's get that draw for you. Okay, so again, should be a little bit easier to get that trace out to the right now with that feeling I've just done. Let's pull the trigger. There's the draw.
And there's a beautiful little draw there, Pierce.
Got it all coordinated that time, and it just shows you how important that is to just get that key feeling before you do the shot. So maybe do 2 or 3 of those and then hit a shot and then repeat and then repeat.
There we go. So some interesting stuff all about the pressure trace there. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that. Post any questions and comments down below, and we'll see you next time on the Impact Show.
Thanks for watching.